All right. Thank you guys for getting on. This is the Team Fit and Fearless call. It is June, I don't know, 13th? June 13th. And tonight we have a special guest. Leslie will be speaking on Facebook Live, which I know that might be scary to a lot of you, but oh my gosh, it is incredible what it can do for your business, for building relationships. It's awesome. So she is the queen of it. She does an amazing job. She's super real, super relatable. She's a diamond coach on our team, one of the top leaders, and I'm so proud to have her speak to you guys. So I'm going to hand it over to you, Leslie. And if you do need to share your screen, it's on the bottom in the middle. So
okay,
go for it.
Awesome. Can you guys hear me okay then? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to share it. Hi, everyone. I'm super excited to talk about this. Facebook Live has actually been like super exciting for me. I was terrified in the beginning, but the more I've done it, the funner it has become. And honestly, I can say my business has definitely grown just from doing Facebook Live. So I want to hurry up and get to the slides because I don't want to run out of time and I kind of have a lot of content to share. I'm going to share it. And then Lindsay, if you'll just give me like a nod, or I guess I won't see you, but tell me that you can see the PowerPoint. Okay. Once I get it pulled up. Can you see it? Good. Okay. So start there. Okay. So why are we all pushing you to do live streaming is where I wanted to start with it, because I know that everyone's probably wondering that. The reason that we're so excited about live streaming is it's the quickest way to grow your network right now. And I want to touch on this. It's not about being salesy, just like our posts are not about being salesy. So when we do this live streaming, it's not about getting on there to talk about our products necessarily. It's no different than getting on and sharing your motivational post, your tips that you share, your workout tips, if you had a good day, anything that you would think was valuable to someone that you share in a normal post. That's what you share in a video. And so this is the number one thing that Facebook is sharing in news feeds right now. So if you have this amazing content or idea that you want to post about, I urge you to do a live video about it instead, because it's more than likely going to get shared way more by Facebook than making a post. And that's what we're all trying to do here, is help more people and grow our business. So this is like a free way to do that. I do recommend doing it from your like page, because you can run an ad on it later too. And I've seen a lot of people doing that and getting a lot of good feedback from it. And that's because it's a way to reach people that you have never met before and build the trust and relationship with them quicker than you could if they just saw your post in writing or were messaging you back and forth. Of course, messaging people and getting to know them will still be a part of the process after they've viewed your video and reached out to you, or you've reached out to them. But it's a faster way for them to meet you and get to know you. They see your mannerisms. They see how you handle yourself if you mess up on a word and you joke around about it. It just makes them see that you're a real person, that you are more relatable to them. And then it's a way to work smarter and not harder, because this content that you're giving is stuff that you would share maybe to your team, or maybe to challenge groups, or to your YouTube page, or to your Instagram. You can take all of the content from one live video, save it to your camera roll, and then edit it and use it for posts later on, to recycle posts or to share on Instagram, other social media platforms. So it's just awesome. How to feel your best on camera. Well, I wanted to go there first before starting and talking about like content, because that's, I think, the number one reason that people don't want to do live videos is fear. And I get it, because it's scary putting yourself out there live. Like, you can't take it back. Like, you're on there and you're like, am I going to freeze or whatever? But number one thing you have to do, and that I had to do, was ditch perfectionism. Nobody, first of all, is perfect, and no one likes somebody that's perfect. So you just get on there and do two things: know your topic and be prepared, and then be yourself. If you are doing those two things, you're doing the best you can do, and people are going to relate to you, and they're going to understand the content. And they're going to, and when I say be yourself, I want to add this in: be a little bit mindful. Like, I cuss like a sailor, and it's something I work on, but you can't get on there and be dropping F-bombs if you're network is to reach moms with toddlers, and there's probably toddlers sitting next to them. So just something to think about. But also, when I say know your topic and be prepared, I will go into this a little bit more later, but even if you know your topic, you can always do a little research on it and write notes beforehand. So those are the two things that I think will majorly help you feel prepared and your best when you get on camera. And then look your best. I am not, and it's not like a who are you trying to impress kind of thing, but it's just a fact. People look at you and they think, oh my gosh, did she forget to do her makeup today? Or, oh my gosh, did she know that she has her hair sticking up? It's a distraction from your message. And we're doing this because we have content that we feel like is valuable for people to hear. And if we're going to give them this content and the whole time they're going to be distracted because my hair is sticking up like this, like that's taking away from the message. So what's the point in doing it if you're distracting somebody? So before you get on, check your hair and makeup, check your teeth and your nose and your eyes. We don't want smudges, boogers, food in our teeth. And then check your surroundings. There shouldn't be a pile of laundry sitting right next to you. Just, be mindful of that kind of stuff. And then invest in equipment. And these things are going to be amazing when I have them, but I'm just going to keep it real. I don't have any of these three things, and I still make amazing live videos, but I think they would make my videos even better and make me feel even more confident and camera ready if I did have them. So there are definitely things I'm working towards investing in for my business. And I think that you should too. I know other coaches that have these things and their videos are just awesome because they have these things. So a tripod, a light, a microphone, and you can actually get all three of those things. Well, the light's a little expensive, but the tripod and microphone really isn't bad. But don't worry, I have a poor man's version of all three of those things to talk to you about later. So those are the ways that I think you can get on camera and feel more confident when you get on. So you want to choose where you're going to film before you go live. And I'm going to go into detail a little bit about some of these things like lighting. I don't have like the Diva ring light that I think is amazing and I want to get, but what I do have is a lamp without a lampshade, and it's placed right behind my computer right now. And you guys can see me right now, right, Lindsay? Yeah. Okay. So I have my lamp on right now, but if I take it off, my lighting just got way worse. Like I can see my it's not good. I'm turning it back on. So that's the difference, like right there. That is a lamp placed behind my computer without a shade. Every light in the room is always on when I film. My closet light, my bedroom light, like every light. And then if you don't have that option, natural light is the best light too. If you're filming during the day, go in a room that has the most natural light coming into it, but do not sit in front of the window because the sun's going to shine through and then you're going to drown out and look like a shadow and no one's going to be able to see your face. Backgrounds should not be distracting. I have two places in my house that I film because that's the only place where I can get my camera a level I need it at with a blank background. And that's right here where I'm sitting in my bedroom or at my kitchen table with a blank wall behind me. It shouldn't be distracting. There shouldn't be laundry right next to you. There shouldn't be a plant growing out of the back of your head, like things like that. It just needs to be like a clean background. I mean, it could be a pretty bookcase or something. I'm not saying you have to be against a wall, but just be mindful. And then your camera angle is important too. Everyone has a way they like to stand in pictures. It's kind of the same on camera. You have a good side and a bad side maybe to yourself. So just think about that. Do some practice recordings and see what your best angle is to you, and then kind of talk into the camera the way that you feel like is a best angle for you. And then get a steady place to set your camera. Do not do a shaky video, you guys. Do not try to hold the phone in your hand. It just, no matter how steady you think you're not, you're being shaky and it's distracting. And I get car sick and motion sickness really easy and it just makes me sick. So don't hold your camera. Again, a tripod would be perfect for this, but if you don't have one, I have a system that works really well for me, and it's where I have my laptop set up in front of me on top of a Shakeology box or on top of a stack of pillows in my bedroom so that it's at this level where it's getting like my chest up. And then I set my phone on the back of my laptop and I adjust it by moving the back of my laptop up and forward. And then the light from my laptop also lights up my face. If it's dim, my face looks different. So these are just tricks that I've used that you can use until you can get the right tools. I'm just sharing that with you. But another thing is a selfie stick and some tape. I did that in my kitchen to film my live cooking video. I duct taped a selfie stick to the cabinets, and I got that tip from Michelle Allen, a coach on my team, and I love it. And so if that's what you have to do, I mean, obviously it would make life easier if I just got a dang tripod. Okay, camera angle, that's what I was talking about. Oh, and frame the area and then remove any distractions or unsightly items, and pay attention to the things you do want in the video. So like in that live cooking video, I made sure I had a Shakeology bag placed there in the side so that people could see it, but it had nothing to do with Shakeology. I wasn't teaching them about Shakeology. I was teaching them how to food prep. So that's nice to have in there just subliminally, and then remove any other distractions that you don't want in it. And then do a trial recording for like 30 seconds and make sure that your lighting's good, your background's good, your camera angle's good, and before you just go live. When you're preparing to go live, I just go through a little checklist. I know my topic. I do research on my topic, even if I know my topic. I did a video on why HIIT workouts are so good for you, but I still researched it a little bit so that I could make sure that I was delivering the content the smartest way possible, and that I had the right statistics on certain ways that it burns fat or whatever the topic is that you're talking about. Maybe it's dates or just anything. And then come up with 3 to 5 talking points or tips that you're giving people, because they're coming to you for content, and people like a list. They like a call to action. They want you to tell them what to do and make it easier for them. So but you don't want it to be too long because they're also busy and they're probably watching this while their kids are running around crazy. So it needs to be short. I wouldn't do more than 5 talking points or tips. And then you need to make yourself some notes to stay on track. Even for this, I have notes. When I talk on live video, this is what my notes look like. It's giant with marker on a blank paper. I don't try to write like with a little pen on the lines of notebook paper, because then I'm not able to see it. And I'd have to take my attention away from talking live to look down at my paper. But if it's big like this and I set it right in front of me, I can be talking to you guys and then glance down and glance back up, and I know what I need to say. So even if you know your topic, make notes and put them in front of you, because when you go live, you will forget, or someone will ask you a question and you'll get off topic. Check your phone storage, because you want to save the video at the end. And if you have pictures and videos and you don't have enough, then you won't be able to save it, and then you can't ever edit it and use it later. Check your battery or have your phone plugged in. You don't want it to die in the middle of your broadcast, and it does suck the life out of your battery if you're using it for Facebook. Turn your phone on Do Not Disturb so that phone calls don't interrupt you while you're doing your video. Connect to a strong Wi-Fi so that you're not pixelated or losing connection. Do a face check, again, teeth, eyes, nose. Do the 30-second recording before to check all the backgrounds, and then be mindful of the noise going on around you. If you're recording outside, we don't want to hear birds. Fail forward. I did that one. You don't want to hear a lawnmower. You don't want to have your children coming in every 5 seconds. I did that one. I mean, you just have to be mindful of those kinds of things. Okay, so this just really briefly, most people know how to go live, but just in case you don't, I think you have to be on a phone. I know I can't do it from my computer, and I don't know if you can do it from a tablet, but you have to be on a phone. You go like you're going to make a post, and then it will have this little icon on there that says choose or go live, and you choose that, and then you're not live yet. It gives you a little screen. You can kind of see yourself, and it says like tell people what you're going live about or something like that. And so you want to create a catchy topic or title post to get people's attention so that they jump in. I saw one the other day, and I don't even know what coach did it, but it was hilarious. It was like, why my husband and I can't get along, or something like that. And it was because he bought her something to eat that was going to throw her off of her goals, her eating goals. But it was just funny and cute. And it made me get on and watch, because I was like, oh my gosh, why would she write that for the title? And then, it will give you a 3, 2, 1 countdown, and then you'll go live. And once you're live, start talking. Don't wait for people to jump on. And then end the broadcast it will have an in broadcast button, and it will give you the option to save it to the camera roll. And that's the only time you can save it. If you don't do it then the video is just saved to Facebook and you can't ever upload it again to reuse it. So save it at that time. Okay, so the delivery. When you're going on to go live, you want to be yourself. You want to focus on talking to one person. When I go live, if I think about every single friend I have on my friends list, I have doctors, I have lawyers, I have bodybuilders, I have all kinds of people on my friends list that may know a lot more information than I know, that may be a lot smarter than me. And if I think about each one of those people and what they're thinking about me while I'm going live, I'm going to be a nervous wreck. So I don't think about that stuff. What I think about is talking to the one girl that has messaged me and said that she has trouble with anxiety and depression and needs help to not be an emotional eater. That's who I'm talking to. That's the only person I'm talking to. I'm not talking to any of those other people. So that's what you've got to do. You've got to find who's your tribe, who's your niche market, and think of one person, and that's who you're delivering this content to. And you are valuable and you're giving valuable content. So not sell yourself short thinking that you're not. Just be yourself on there. Look into the lens, not the camera screen, because you're looking at yourself. And I am still learning how to be better at this, but look at the lens when you're talking to people. Length, shorter is better. You want to shoot for a 5 to 10 minute broadcast because Facebook shares them more. So if you have a 30-minute broadcast, you're going to see that your share value on it is way down compared to a short one. And I've had 30-minute ones that have done really great, but the content it's hard to find content that is that stimulating for 30 minutes. So just short and sweet. Opening, when you open, like I said, it says you're live. Don't wait for people to jump on. Do not say, hi, I'm just going to give you guys a few seconds to see if anyone else gets on, and then just stare into the camera. Like, I used to do that, but I found out that it's actually rude. And I heard Chalene Johnson say this, and I get it now, but the more people that are going to watch your video are actually the people watching it in the replay. It's not the live broadcast. So you're being rude to all those people that have put their time in to get on and watch you, and you're just hanging out waiting for people to jump on your live broadcast. And you're losing people by doing that as well in the replay, because you have about 5 to 10 seconds to grab people's attention when they jump on and look at your video. And if you're just smiling at the camera waiting for people to jump on, you're not going to get anyone's attention. So you get on, you open it, and I just start with, hi guys, I'm Leslie Entriken. Thank you so much for jumping on. I'm going to tell you today why eating raspberries is so beneficial to your health. I mean, just like, boom, jump into your topic. And then introduce yourself. Again, you can say, so I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I'm a nurse, and I'm a health and wellness coach and the CEO of Team Beautifully Fit. We're a team of motivators. If you've been on my page, you see that I share recipes, workout tips, life tips, how to be thrifty, and being a busy mom. I appreciate you getting on, and I'm going to jump into this topic. I just learned that from Chalene Johnson, and I really like the idea of that. This is your free calling card to tell people what they're going to find on your page. So do that little 10-second blurb of who you are and what people are going to find when they come to your page. I just love that. It's your free calling card. So then get to the topic. Delivering the topic, you do want to create interaction with people. So you tell them, hey, I'm live. I'm going to tell you about this. I'm going to give you guys a couple of points, and I'll take a few questions, and then I'll give you the last few points. And the reason, and I just learned this again through Chalene Johnson, I'm doing the Marketing Impact Academy. It's really helping me, and I'm just learning as I go, but I thought I would share these things with you because it's super helpful information. The reason to do that is because, first of all, the first 2 points are you want to get the content out there and get started in it. And if you ask for questions or interaction in between each point, you may get off topic, or someone may ask a question about a point that you're already getting ready to talk about. So deliver a couple of points, then look for the questions, maybe answer a few questions, stay on topic, and then deliver your final points, and then answer questions afterwards. To be honest, it's not rude if you completely don't look at the questions at all in the beginning. I didn't, because it was a distraction to me. So if you're looking in the lens and you're just wanting to get this content out there, that's okay if you don't answer those questions. And at the end, you can go back and just comment on everyone. Thank you so much for saying this or whatever. But once you've been doing it a little while, you can maybe take the time to look and interact with people, and then make sure you stay on topic though. It shows that you're a leader, and that you're not going to let someone hijack your video to talk about something that isn't about the topic that you got on to deliver, because the majority of people got on there to listen to that title that you said that this was going to be about. And then if it gets hijacked and you're talking about hair care when you were supposed to be talking about raspberries, then you lost some people. So just show them that you're in charge of it, and then that their time is valuable. So you want to get the content to them and then get out of there. The delivery continued is to be captivating. So be yourself and, joke around. Don't take things too seriously and freak out that you stumbled over words, or that your kid did come in and interrupt you, or that you maybe did get interrupted by a phone call because you forgot to turn it on Do Not Disturb. Just say, oops, oh my gosh, sorry about that, and go on. Joke around and tell a quick story, maybe even to get people to know who you are. That was a new thing that I just learned too in Marketing Impact Academy. But, in the beginning, it also gives people time to jump on without you saying you're giving time to jump on. So maybe you tell them what your content is that you're delivering and introduce who you are, and then tell a story that made you want to deliver this content or why you're delivering this content, a quick story, and then get into your stuff. But it, again, gives people a way to get to know you. You're being captivating. You're not being super serious. And then you close. And in the closing, you're just going to recap your bullet points, just name them all 5 without going into any detail. Remind them that they can replay this at any time, and they can like, comment, and share if they found it helpful, and then give them a call to action, because people want to be told what to do to learn how to, whatever they got on to listen to you for, they're getting on to learn something. So give them a call to action. If they were getting on to watch me do my live food thing, I said, put your email below and I'll send you my free 5-step meal prep guide that I created. Or if you are talking about, I don't know, whatever you're talking about, just tell them. If you have a freemium, tell them about it. Drop your email below so I can give you this. And then I love this quote from Chalene Johnson: be brief, be bright, and be gone. That's what it's all about. Final tips that I have for you is fail forward. You only get better when you do things over and over, and practice makes perfect. And I'm learning every day, and I've learned from my past ones, and you just got to keep going, you guys. Learn from your mistakes. Educate yourself. There's so much more content out there about going live and about being natural on video that you can look up on YouTube from other top coaches. So I encourage you to get out there, and some of your personal development this week could be watching more videos on how to do live, or how to share videos with content. And then rewatch your own videos. Look for areas of improvement and learn from them. It's not to pick yourself apart. It's just to learn from it and be like, I really could have maybe explained this better, or, oh, I was looking at myself and not at the lens. I need to work on that. Just those kinds of things. But also look for the moments where you were awesome, where you were super captivating or relatable, or you noticed that's a moment where you were in the zone and you looked like you were just talking to your friend and it was so natural. And then try to trigger yourself to get back to that place for your next video. Like, what made you get there? That's something that's been super helpful for me. And then start creating topics. Everything that I could ever think of has gone on a list of what I could share with people. And it's like a dump list for live videos. And then I just go to that list when I'm feeling like I don't know what to share. It's just like posting. Anything, you can share anything, you guys. It doesn't have to be, it's just like posting. That's what I'm going to leave it at, because it's the same as posting. It's not salesy. It's just about building your brand and finding your tribe and sharing tips that work for you. So it can be about thrifty shopping. It can be about makeup. It can be about food. It can be about anything. And so my call to action to you guys is to start doing a live video tomorrow. Do your first live video and record a video every single day. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a live video, but you're going to get better at doing videos if you record a video and watch it back and just get more comfortable. So even if you record a video every single day of yourself, just to practice and see what you think about the lighting or about how you're talking more smoothly on camera, you're going to get better at it if you practice. So I say just start doing it. Okay, I think that's it, Lindsay.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing. I took tons of notes. I've done some live videos and this was super, super helpful, even though I've done it before and I've heard some of these tips, but this was awesome. I would love to open this up for anyone to ask questions because Leslie, like she said, I mean, we've all failed forward, but like she said, she's had mistakes. She's learned from them. She would love to share anything with you guys. So if you do have questions, please unmute yourself. We still have plenty of time if you guys have some questions. So does anyone have anything? I'm gonna say one of my takeaways though that I loved was that when you are starting and you're introducing yourself, tell about yourself and your page or what you offer, but not in a salesy way. And you called it your free calling card. Like it's just like, hey, this is what you'll see if you go to my page or if you follow me. And yeah, I think that is awesome. I never even thought to do that.
Well, thank you. And honestly, it's from Marketing Impact Academy. That's Shalene Johnson, and that's part of the reason some of these tips have been so helpful. But I think it just makes so much sense. Like, yeah, not in a salesy way, not like, oh, you can get Shakeology from me, but,
Right.
but yeah, I'm glad that you like that.
I have a question.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, so I have done a couple, but I never see the save video. I've heard you mention that before, and I think I'm just probably all hot and sweating from going live, and my heart's pounding and everything. So I don't know, but I never see it.
When you hit in broadcast, it just pops up to me, and it's not like super obvious because it will have a little button up here that says done, and normally you have to click that to get out of it. But where it says done, there's a little button down here that will say save to camera roll, and it will have like a button you have to push to click on or off, like do you want it to or not. And then it also says save in high definition on mine also, so you have the option to save it in high def. But do you have an iPhone?
Uh-huh.
I don't know. It just automatically pops up on mine.
Okay, I'll pay
Maybe
closer attention. I think I'm
yeah.
running and hiding at that point sometimes, like,
Well, you did great on your call last night, so you just
Thank
keep
you.
doing it, girl.
I have a question, but it's more like I kind of know the answer. So I haven't really been using my like page that much. Actually, I've just been off my game in general. But would you suggest doing a few live on your personal page and then jumping back to your like page and doing them and like inviting people to watch them on your like page from there?
What I have done is done them from my like page and then shared them to my regular page. So if you aren't using your like page at all, I just recommend you use your like page, Whitney, because
Whitney.
you're building a business, and so that page you can do ads from, and I don't know, but either way, if you want to get more traction, yes, you're going to get more traction doing it on your personal page in the beginning. But we're thinking big, guys, we're going to go big. We're going to be top coaches, and we're going to have maxed out friends lists, and we're going to need our like page. So we need to be building it up. So that's why I do it from there. And I want to be able to run ads on it. So in the beginning, like I said, fail forward, I would start a live video, and then I would be like, I'm going to tell you guys about this, but I'm going to give people a few minutes to jump on. And while I'm doing that, I'm actually going to share this video. Did you know you could share these videos? And then I would, while I was live, share my video from my like page to my personal page. And people are just sitting around waiting for me to start talking about what I'm supposed to be talking about. So I don't recommend doing that, but I do recommend just sharing it to your personal page. So that's what I do. And that drives more I've noticed it's driving more traffic over to my like page by doing that.
Okay.
So, anyways, I hope I answered that. I just talked a lot about that.
You did. Love you. Bye.
I saw some chat questions. Someone asked.
I added how, like, I see people say, my name's Leslie Entriken, I'm a da-da-da. Thank you if you're watching the replay. I added that in the comments that I've seen people say that. Yeah. And I said, damn, because I'm me.
I noticed when played back. I talk too fast. My husband reminded me not to use my hands around my face to move my hair, my clothes. That's true, probably. Okay, so I don't know if everyone's reading these, but someone wrote, my husband reminded me not to use my hands around my face to move hair, to move my clothes. No hands around the face. It's distracting. I'm a hands talker. You guys probably noticed when I was doing my video. I talk with my hands, so maybe it's distracting, but if that's you, I don't know. Like, that's a hard one. Like, yes, I could probably be better at it. It's probably something that is distracting and I could work on it. And if you feel like it's something that you should work on because it's distracting, but if it's you to kind of like talk and like tell people, and I say be you also. So kind of, we'll tone it down a little. Jelly bean. Sorry, my dog's barking.
Anyone else have some questions? We still have about, I'll say 5 or 6 minutes if anyone has any questions.
That went really fast. I talk really fast when I need to.
You did great. Wasn't too fast. I got all my notes down.
Okay, good.
The
I hope
PowerPoint helps too.
Yeah, and I'll upload this if that will be helpful to the team page or whatever, into the files.
Yes, that would be awesome. So is everyone going to go live tomorrow night?
Yay! Yes.
Everybody's just laughing at me.
Yes, Melissa did it today.
Yeah, nice work. I'll have to go check it out. I'll check out the replay.
I'm telling you guys, live video. I had a really crazy week with vacation and everything, but I have had so many people reach out to me that I haven't had to go to after watching a live video of mine, because I don't know, they just relate more when they see you talking to them.
I have another question since we have time.
Yeah.
I don't have a like page yet. At what point do you suppose that should be done? Like, anytime or just now? Okay. Okay.
I think so. Okay, and I almost said this during the PowerPoint. There's different takes on like page from different coaches out there. There are coaches that say you don't need one until you go diamond. There are coaches that say you don't need one until you max out on your friends list. I know like Raina Odell didn't have a like page until she maxed out, I think, on her friends list. She did it all from her personal page. I think, and then there's people that say you are running like Shalene Johnson says, you're running a business now. You're an entrepreneur. That is your business page. You need to promote it like a business page. You need to put effort into it. You can run ads from there. So yes, it's hard in the beginning because it doesn't get much traction and you don't have everyone on there that likes your page, but it's not going to grow and start anywhere if you don't start at some point. So I think I got a like page when I went, not too long after going Emerald, and that's when I started. So I think this is a good time for you too, and where you're at, Michelle. And everyone's different on this too. And there's a ton of information out there about like pages and how to be successful with them. So definitely I encourage you to educate yourself on that and watch other top coach videos about it and stuff. But guys, I just lost my train of thought. Oh. Finding content between the two, if you're nervous about that, I just share the same content on both pages. And sometimes I will share a little bit more on my like page actually than I do on my regular page. Like if I want to share 2 food pics in one day, I will do that on my like page, not on my personal page, because my friends and family that aren't caring about fitness or whatever probably don't want to see 2 or 3 food pics. But the people that are coming back to my page because they know I'm teaching them about healthy, clean eating and recipes, and that's what that page is all about, they want to see that stuff. So I share more of that stuff over there. And on my personal page, I will still sprinkle in more personal stuff, pictures of me at the zoo with my kids, like 7 pictures in a row instead of doing 7 pictures in a row at the zoo with my kids on my personal page. So, or I mean my like page, if that makes sense. So.
I have a question. I have a hard time coming up with what to talk about or what to do a video on. And all the good ideas are like your guys' ideas, and I feel stupid taking them.
Do
No.
on.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? Can I
Go.
do not,
You got this, Leslie.
do not feel stupid. Let me just tell you, you have your own market of people. And I used to think like that too. But because all I see in my newsfeed is coaches, other coaches, because I've chosen that. I want to see positivity and recipes and just other coaches. So that's all I see in my newsfeed. So in my head, I'm like, well, if I do a video on what this coach just did a video on, it's going to be pointless. And I thought that in the beginning. But then I realized, no, like I see only coaches because that's who I'm friends with. But my other 1,500 friends on my friends list aren't seeing only coaches. They are seeing me. So you have a whole network of people that aren't even seeing what me and Lindsay and Whitney just did. So you can do the same content. I mean, I thought the same way. I know what you mean, but do it. Just do it. Whatever you are comfortable with and that you have to offer people, you have your own network of people. So definitely offer it to them because they're going to miss out if you're not sharing it with them. I think that was everything, Lindsay. Yeah.
No, that was perfect. I mean, we're all going to be seeing a lot of the same stuff because we're like a family and we're all surrounded by each other, and you're going to feel like there's Beachbody coaches everywhere, and you might think that anyways. But just remember I'm going to say millions of people out there that still need our help, that need you guys specifically, that only you can reach because of who you are. I'm going to say you one more time. You. Okay.
Yes.
So just be you, and you're going to reach the right people. So we have less than a minute left, so I don't want it to cut us off. Leslie, thank you so much for all of this content, and I would love it if you could share the PowerPoint, and I will upload this recording once I have it done. It might not be till the morning because sometimes it takes a little while, but
Thank you for having me.
everyone who got on live.
Bye, guys.
Have a good night, everybody.